I'm Jenny Pearcey, I live in the Old Solent. I'd like to know that you say that full planning's been applied for chilling and only outline planning for Daedalus. Can you tell me to what extent the full planning being agreed for chilling, if that happens, will affect on the full planning later being agreed for Daedalus? Because it would appear to me that the cart's going before the horses here.
Okay, I'm going to get to answer that one. I'm assuming it's a single planning application, isn't it? So it all needs to be determined at once. Yeah, it's all a part of the same planning application. So yeah, it's part of the application is full planning consent for chilling and also for the cables running out from Hillhead or to Hillhead into the water and outline of Daedalus. It's all one application, so it's one permission or refuse.
So if they can't propose it first?
They can't do anything first, it's all done at once.
No, you're not answering the question.
And then, if it is granted, then they would need to put in another planning application in detail for the buildings at Daedalus.
And that's the question. Surely, if you've already granted full application...
would you mind, please? There are a number of people put their hands up, and you haven't put yours up at all. So will you please
answer the question?
So, Madam, are you happy with that?
I still don't understand the fact that full planning.
Yeah, the question the lady's asking is...
Yes, I don't understand why if someone puts full planning in for something that seems to be the minor part of the big application, if that's granted, isn't that the cart before the horses? Because why are they spending the money on that part of the wires and the buildings in Chilling if we haven't agreed that they can build in Daedalus yet?
Well,
you're saying it's all got to be agreed together?
Yeah, the one planning application, part of it in outline, part of it in full detail, will all be dealt with at the same meeting as a single application. I imagine why they have made it a full application for Chilling is that the building there is very small, very simple, and nothing like the scale of the converter station at Daedalus. So I guess that's a very simple element, so make it a full application in every respect. The cables running under the car park at Hillhead, very, very simple planning application, doesn't need a lot of detail, so it goes in as a full part of the application. But of course at Daedalus, it's highly complex. They haven't got the building designed yet, all they're giving us is a height and some illustrations. So I imagine that's why that is an outline planning application. But of course, if they get a planning consent for this application, they're not going to go ahead and build the Chilling bit because they're going to have to get the planning consent for the buildings in detail at Daedalus. So it doesn't really move them forward any quicker. Until they've got a planning consent for the interconnector station, there wouldn't be any point doing anything else. They don't want to lay cables without consent for the big building.
So hopefully that makes sense. They might be doing some part first, which will influence the second part.
Yeah, well, if they can't get, if they get planning permission for something at Chilling, there's no point them building that if they haven't got a planning consent for what they want at Daedalus. I think they're just doing it in the, it's not for me to speak for them, but the simplest way possible. There's a basic building at Chilling, there's something highly complex at Daedalus.
It's also probably been raised before, but surely if you own the land as the council, isn't there a conflict of interest?
No, there is no conflict at all, because one, the decision in terms of the council acting as landlord is subject to the planning consent in any event, and the people who are sitting on the planning committee are there to determine the planning application, and they are not there as landlord. And I accept, and that's why I sort of laboured the point a bit at the beginning, that the council is acting in two different respects. You also have situations where the council is landlord and it's putting in its own planning application for its own building. We're at the moment building a leisure centre in the west of the borough. So there we own the land and we're the applicant and we're doing the building.
I think in any other industry you wouldn't be able to do that. But that's my own feeling.
Well, that's how planning works and how local planning